What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to tutorial 5, and today's topic will be how to get all the comments from your Jira issue using the REST API, and definitely we'll be going to use the Python as a programming language. Okay, so first of all, let me show you guys what actually I'm trying to achieve. So let me open the browser. So let's say let me just create this one. Okay, so I have an issue with the issue ID TTS-4, and I have some comments over here. If you see comment 1, comment 2, comment 3, and comment 1, 2, 3, yeah, something like that. Comment 1, comment 2, and comment 3. So now suppose I want to get all these comments from the REST API using Python. So how do I achieve that? So there are certain things are required, and probably I don't know, I cannot remember the exact use case, or rather I cannot tell you the exact use case, but it is often required that probably your company or your organization or your customer is building some sort of recommendation engine to do some sort of sentiment analysis of the end user. For example, Jira is not only to manage the like a project. Probably there are multiple teams are working on the project, maybe some vendor team, customer, client, whatever, whoever is there. So to understand someone's sentiment, or based on that the team can work on this thing. Probably some recommendation engine is needs to be built. So for that purpose you need to get all these comments, and definitely you don't you don't want to do something like that every time someone has to go to the UI and copy paste the comment, and then the comment has to be fed to some downstream application or whatever recommendation using you are using. So rather you want to develop some sort of system or some sort of API or client, or maybe some sort of client actually, that it should go and directly fetch all the comments from your issue, or maybe the issue ID you can only give based on your issue ID. Okay, so for that purpose this is going to be very important. So we'll see how to do that. So first of all, the all required information for this tutorial is available in this link. So I'll be going to use the same link as well. So let me open this one. So if you go here in this link, there is something called get comments. Okay, and if you open here, you say this is the API URL, so we have to just hit this one. Okay, and here this is the issue ID or key, and then the slash comment, and this is the REST API URL, and you have to use your API call with the get command, like it will be request.get. okay, so this is here actually. So if you want to know more about this thing, you just have to navigate to this URL. So I'll not take much time, so rather I'll just open my not Jupyter, it's a Visual Studio VS Code. So let's open this thing, and probably I can just copy paste the code from maybe somewhere from here actually. So let me just copy paste this thing. Okay, fine. And what I'll do, let me, okay, so I don't need this thing, maybe header actually I would like to change, because this is not a right header. Okay, so our header, let me check where is my header. Okay, maybe I can get the header from here in the last tutorial. Yes, the header is like this. Okay, so header is generated, so it should be request.get, and I only need the URL and header, and your file is not required. Okay, authentication is fine, URL is required, so I need to change the URL. So it should be REST API 3 issue, then issue ID, then probably I think it has to be comments if I'm not wrong. Let me check this thing one more time. So it should be REST API issue ID comment. Okay, fine, that's it. So I need to write comment. Okay, and it should be TTS4, because I would like to get the comment for TTS4. So TTS4 means this one. So probably I should get all these 3 comments, 1, 2, 3, 4, along with their comment IDs and a description. Okay, so let's run this thing. Okay, so it should be Python 3, and it should be tutorial 5.py. okay, so let's run this thing. What is saying? Null for URI. What is saying? I don't know. Okay, I did a mistake. It should be comment, comment. So I did a mistake, so that is why I just got this error. So let me just clear this thing, Okay, fine. Okay, I got this thing now. So if you parse this thing, see, there are total 3 comments, right? These are the comments, right? These are the comments URL, comments ID and everything. So let's do something. Let's try to parse this thing. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, let's see how this comes actually. Okay, something is happening, I don't know. What is happening here? I don't know why this is taking so much of time. What happened here? Something is fishy. Okay, so let's do one thing. Just hold on. Maybe I can write something, data equals to this, print data, or maybe it is already in JSON. So yes, so it came. So I got this one, fine. So maybe what I can do, so maybe comments are actually starts from here actually. So if you know that comment count, then probably you can write something like data dot total, maybe. So this will actually give you the count of how many total comments are there. So we can write something, right? Count of count, maybe I can give the count of comments, give the comment count, something like that. Comments, okay, I'll do something similar. Okay, so next is that this will give the comment count. Okay, next this actually is going to give you the different comments IDs and description, everything. See that everything is there, the comment cell, this comment URL, this ID, then author, who is the author, is user ID. Okay, then actually I'm looking for something called description of the comment actually. So is there something called comment text? Yeah. So and content is actually going to give you the comment. See here, content, see. So actually it comes under body if you check here properly. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll try to parse that as well. Okay, so before I do that, so what I'll do, let's clear everything here. Okay, so before I clear everything, we need to just, so everything is inside comment. So let me just write something called print data, and then it should be comments, COMMENTS. Okay, and then make it clear, fine. Okay, yes, 3 and this one. Okay, right. So if you see here, so every comment, this is actually list actually, and this list is having multiple elements. So maybe 0, is going to give you the first comment. So if I do this thing, see, this is a bit small. Okay, so maybe I can loop through this thing. Okay, so self, and there is something called author. Okay, so self is going to give you the comment like URL. Okay, id is going to give you the comment id. So why I'm just saying this comment URL? So if you just copy this URL and just open this thing here, see, you will get this thing here directly, right? Everything is here actually regarding this comment. Okay, so that is why it is also very important. Like, this is the ID of the comment. Okay, this is the ID of the, this is a user account, this is the account ID, this is the email address of the user, this is a user avatar. Okay, so there are so many things. So I'm just thinking what is actually interesting for us. Maybe account ID is here, email address is here, avatar URL is here, so many things is here. Maybe I just need the comment ID and content. So maybe body and ID. So maybe it should be maybe ID. Okay, and I'm just doing some research as I know, so it should be body. Let's say what it is actually going to return. So maybe we can write clear. Yes, if you see here, I got this length, how many counts are there, then I got the ID, and then I got the body of the comment, right? So in the body itself there is something called content. So content is itself a list, and inside the list we have every element is kind of a dictionary, and inside that there is another thing called content, and inside the content there is something called text, and text is actually holding this thing. So if I go to the body, so itself in body we have something called content. So maybe I can do one more iteration here. Okay, so I'm just doing this thing for giving you guys the idea of how to do the parsing. Okay, see what it is saying, content. Okay, I did a mistake, sorry. Okay, so now I got this one. So now I got this list. So inside a list, these are the elements. Okay, right? So basically this is a list, and the list is only having only one element, and this element is actually a dictionary. So maybe again 0, and inside that I need to open this one, sorry, not open, I need to get this one. So if I do this one, I will get into this thing, this list. Okay, so let's try this thing now. Okay, so I now got to this one. So this again, this is a list. Okay, so it should be 0. Okay, and inside I need this text. Okay, see, I got the comment. So I got ID and I got comment one. Now I need to do some sort of parsing. Okay, so what I can do, so this is actually 0. So maybe I can write for just hold on, I'm just thinking how to do that. Maybe for comments ins data comments. Okay, so every time if I write print, so here it is 0, so this part is already replaced by this one, so I have to only use comments ID. So maybe I can write if string like this, or maybe I can write f string, maybe something like this. comment id is, and maybe yep. So hopefully this will work, I believe, because I'm using f string over here. So hopefully this should work. Just thinking what else can be done. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that should work. F string, I don't think any problem with this thing. Yep. So let's do something. So next thing will be, so this is 0, id is gone, so I don't need this one. And now comes the next thing. So this is going to be replaced by this one, this comments. Okay, so it should be comments body, then context 0, everything is fine. So maybe I can write something if like this and like this. Comment text is, that's it. Hopefully this should work. Yes, see, comment id is this one, comment is this, comment id is this one, comment text is this, comment id is this one, comment text is this, right? So whatever we are trying to achieve, we got this thing. So this is very cool, and you can write this thing as well in some sort of CSV export as well. Yeah, so we can do that as well. Okay, so let's try that as well. Okay, so maybe with io dot open, maybe, yeah, it's there. So maybe comments dot csv, it should be open in write mode, and it should be encoding equals to utf-8, and it should be as f1 like this. Then probably it will go here. So what I'll do, maybe we'll try here actually. So maybe we don't need this one. Okay, f1 dot right. Okay, then like this. Okay, like this, and after that just this one. Okay, fine, and it should be like this, and I think I should remove this one. Okay, and once this is done, so maybe I can close the file, f1 dot close. That's it. So let's try out this thing, whether I'm able to write this thing. So one file will be created here. So let's write this thing. Yeah, it's done. See, comment.csv is generated. So id comment 1, then Okay, if you see here, there is a comma and one new line is missing. That is obvious because after everything I just forgot to put the new line, so it should be something like this. Okay, hopefully this should work now. Okay, done. So open. So see, it's generated. So now the header is missing actually because I have forgot to give the header actually. That is fine. So maybe I can write f1 dot write. So it should be id and what else? Maybe no, actually it should be id. Just hold on. After that, like this, I'm just thinking id will be there. Okay, then like this, but this is, there is no point. We can like something, maybe I can write comment id, write comment text. Fine, that's it. Okay, let's try this thing. So see, comment id and comment text is there, but again this is in the this line, so I need to use new line character as well here. So it should be like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, so these are the very silly mistakes. It always happens. Okay, comment id, comment text, everything is there. So now you guys know how to like get all the comments like from your issue using REST API by applying like few lines of Python code, and after getting the issue, how to parse that response, like API response. That is the most important thing. Like you can say that okay, I got the response, I got the 200, that is fine, but the thing is that how to parse that response, JSON response, that is important thing. We just now we did it. That is like very easy, but again you have to like do some sort of like if someone is already familiar with JSON and REST API, other thing, for them it will be easy, but if someone is new, for them it will be like really useful to watch. And maybe when I started working this sort of things, maybe long back, that time also I also find difficulties to do some sort of parsing, but that is why actually I created this thing, because as I told you, this Jira and other things are mostly useful for the newcomers. Yeah, definitely the intermediate or like experienced guys will find this also useful, but for them it will not take much time to understand. But if someone is already just started their career with some company, or already working for 1 and 2 year and just recently moved to a project where Jira is being used, for them it will be super useful. Okay, so all code is here, everything is here. I don't want to put the code over here, so but I'll try. Just hold on. I'm not sure whether it will be possible to copy paste the whole thing, but still I'm trying. But I don't think this is right good idea to do it. Maybe I can just take a screenshot. Okay, fine. Just hold on. Maybe get comments from Jira issue. Okay, that is done. I can insert picture from file, download. Just hold on, let me do it, or else I'll forget, and again you guys will send me an email, give us a code. But again, the code is already updated in GitHub, but still I know it is always good to have everything in a different place with a different reference, right? Okay, that's it. So I hope you guys now you guys are now happy with the series because I'm going very slowly. I'm actually targeting each and every small use case, and I'm covering the issue part first. And this tutorial was requested by like maybe 10 or 15 different our students or viewers, that how to get the comments from the issue, and after that how to like upload or how to add those issues comment inside a CSV file. And I asked them like why you guys need this thing, and that time they give me this answer, this recommendation engine, sentiment analysis. And I find this thing like very interesting and makes sense to develop this sort of things. Okay, so that's it guys, and before I close this tutorial or end this tutorial, I would like to get some sort of or I like to rather receive some sort of feedback from all of you guys. So 3 things, please mention whether you guys are finding this tutorial relevant, whether you guys are able to understand, or do you still think if something is missing or I should create or like design the tutorial in a different way. That 3 things is very important. And if you don't find anything suitable, or if you are having any problem, or if you have any question or any feedback so that we can improve our quality, please send us feedback as well, because this is also important for us to keep improving, right? Because until and unless we are not improving, we are not going to give you the proper content for all of you. And if you guys are not getting the content, there is no point of coming back to our channel or our tutorial, right? So that is important. And last but not least, don't just watch my videos blindly. Try to do some sort of research, try to read the documentation links are given in that like slide. That's why I'm just giving the documentation link, like exact link where you will get the actual information, rather that you don't have to search actually. And after watching the tutorial or reading through the documentation, please try to write your own code by your own. Means try to write the code at least once after watching the tutorial. That will actually help you to understand and grasp those concepts very easily. Okay, so enough of talking guys, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.